what you see, like a battery. I'm staying charged on my feet, I'm like a factory. Dropping lines like in a...
How you doing, guys? Welcome to ZukaTube, and today we're going to be reviewing a movie called Demonic. Just came out August 20th of 2021. So I'm going to play the trailer here. I'm going to do a little bit of summary stuff. They didn't really have any clips available online that I could watch from any scenes to put on, and I didn't want to do any kind of screen recording, but I'm going to talk a little bit about some things that happened, give you my review, and go into a little spoiler section at the end. So let's play this trailer right away here. Demonic. Let's get it.
How is this possible?
Now look, it's like a weird digital effect they try to do. They try to make it almost look like it's like a video game-esque, like they put it into a 3D simulator.
Your mother, Angela, she's our patient.
I've been out of touch with her for a very long time. Oh my God.
This company is called Therapol, or Therapool.
She went on a homicidal rampage.
Yeah, her brother lost it, killed a bunch of people.
Mom? Carly, you have to go. You have to go. Guys, please let me out. Can you hear me? Guys!
What are we doing?
No. Just wait.
Just wait. Yeah, just let her in there and getting all kinds of brain fucked by that weird
you haven't
machine.
been having any hallucinations outside of the simulation?
Yeah, right. Of course she's gonna have some fucking hallucinations. That's how this goes. Look. Oh, dang. It's cutting her in real life. Look at that.
Demonic possession. It could be real.
It's getting her.
I can't do this.
You want to end up like your mother? The Vatican has been funding a Black Ops unit. These priests, like soldiers.
A Black Ops unit of soldiers.
It won't stop
For Christ.
for you.
Fighting demons, playa.
Stop right there.
Okay, so it's a pretty interesting trailer, right? And what they have for the summary is that a young woman like unleashes a terrifying demon or demons, right? When supernatural forces at the root of a decades-old rift between mother and daughter are ruthlessly revealed. And there's way more of a better description just in that trailer alone. So basically this girl, her name is Carly, right? She's all kind of whacked out because her mom had basically gone on a homicidal break / spree and, you know, killed all these people and all this crazy stuff, and she's been locked up and she's refused to talk to her, and they don't really tell you like what happened to the rest of her family, but I'm assuming the mother potentially killed like the father and stuff like that. They don't really go too deep into it, right? But basically this girl is off on her own doing her thing, and you know, even like one of her closest friends growing up, you know, didn't talk to him anymore, just kind of separated from everything. And basically what happens is they find out, because this friend comes in contact with her, that basically the mother was seen at this medical facility or whatever that he goes to, or he was working, and he like drives trucks or something, right? And basically he found out somehow that the mother was basically taken into this facility for medical testing, and she's been in a coma, and she's in all kind of bad shape, and she's all kind of scarred up, right? And that he was all kind of whacked out in the past and had all kinds of conspiracy theories or whatever, and they were basically split, and nobody talked anymore and all this. And Carly decides, because she starts having some bad dreams and she's having a hard time getting over these types of things, that she's going to go and talk to these people. And they basically said that they have her mental state trapped in this virtual simulator because there's still brain activity, although she's in a coma, and it's heavy brain activity. and she's all this crazy stuff's going on in her head, right? And they give her the opportunity to basically link with this kind of Neuralink thing and go into this virtual simulator and potentially speak or communicate with her mother. And when she does, what they show in this trailer, right, is that basically the mom warns her, like, you got to get out of here, blah, 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 blah. And there's some kind of like paranormal or fucked up entity in there that kind of starts to haunt her in and out of this simulation. And all this crazy stuff happens, and you find out that potentially the mother wasn't really guilty of just being a homicidal maniac or whatever. There was potential that she was possessed by a demon when she did it, and that there's potential innocence, and it's kind of her figuring that out and figuring out what to do about how she feels about her mom, because obviously she's not happy about the whole situation and doesn't want to speak with her mother and is very traumatized by it, right? Now, this movie, before I get into, kind of the end spoiler stuff and all that kind of thing, I'm going to give you my review for this. I'm going to give this a solid, I would say a 6.5 out of 10. The one thing I can say is that creatively, the idea that they had was very good. The idea that they were going to do this Neuralink and get in touch with somebody and find out what kind of things are going on in their head and give you a sense of what's haunting them, but being able to see it in a more physical way and other people to see it and see what's going on, to maybe uncover a potential possession instead of just somebody, being totally nuts and killing somebody, right? So that was a really cool idea. But the one thing I can say is a lot of it was very stale, not very scary. A lot of it was just like a lot of build up to what I had hoped to see actual action for, like a lot of stuff that they show when they do finally get into people really getting killed and stuff like that. It's interesting and you're intrigued by it, and that kind of starts to excite you a little bit, but there's no real action to it. They kind of just show you like, oh, here's some people that have been killed, kind of deal. And I wanted a lot more action and a lot more good opportunity for scares in this, rather than this almost being kind of just like a thriller that wants to be a horror film in a sense, or a horror film that basically is just a thriller in disguise, entirely throughout it. So it got a little stale at points, and some of it didn't really grab me. I didn't really like the way the ending went totally, but I'm going to get into that in the little spoiler section right here. But again, I'm going to give this a 6.5 out of 10, right? Let's get into some spoilers. Spoilers. So spoiled. Boom, boom, bing, boom, bum. Okay, so at the end, right, the mom gets taken to the original point of her initial psychotic break, right, to perform an exorcism by the doctors and scientists who were actually exorcists in disguise. And they're like the soldiers for Christ that they show in the trailer, right? And things go south, and the demon kills them all, and Carly shows up after rescuing her friend Sam with the help of her also demon-traumatized friend Martin. And the demon burns her friend Sam to death, and Martin gets damaged a lot but survives, right? And the demon tried to possess Carly, but then Carly tries to basically kill herself and then, release the demon or whatever. But what I have a major problem with, and why I also give this like a 6.5 out of 10, is because you mean to tell me that this demon can transfer from person to person, even the mother who's in a coma and basically dead, and, transfer into people and start killing all these people. But when it transfers into her and she nearly kills herself and the demon just kind of exits her body, the demon just kind of dies. And I get that they kind of give you the idea that maybe the demon isn't dead with that whole suspenseful little ending music or whatever, but they don't really give you any solid clues to it. And if they just leave it hanging at that, where they just basically show the demon die and just kind of say like, maybe the demon's not dead, but they don't really give you any clue as to that. They just give you a weird peak of suspenseful music after she visits, the family graves, basically, which is stupid because I, froze the frames and everything and looked at it, and there's nothing that indicates any demon in the background, not in a reflection or nothing. It's just like a random peak of suspenseful music. And I think that's really stupid. Like, what the hell are you going to sit there and do some emotional scene in a cemetery and then like peak this weird suspenseful music like, woo, but then nothing's there. You can freeze the frames. You can look at everything. There is nothing there to lead you to any build up of maybe a sequel or maybe things aren't as they seem or whatever. Are you kidding me? I don't know. That's basically my major issue with it. So once again, I'm going to give this movie a 6.5 out of 10. It's demonic. Just came out August 20th of this year. Check it out if it seems like something you're interested in. Again, it was a pretty original idea. I liked that, but the movie definitely fell short in a lot of ways. All right, ZukaTube out.
Feel like they tracking me. Yo, let me get on one. Not gonna get your tracks up. Homie, can I steal some? Homie, you can't stack up. My brother, can you shout me? You're barking up the wrong tree. My dog, why do you doubt me? Cause you can't do shit without me.
Real like the radio and never play it, but that's cool. The enemy's supposed to hate it.